Both of your parents, I know, graduated from North Carolina A&T.
Yes.
Did your parents' attendance at North Carolina A&T have an impact on your decision to attend?
No, I always had great respect for them and the fact that they attended there, but attending college was just the rest of growing up. You know, we really didn't have to make a decision about whether or not to go. I had some choices, but they didn't mean anything because there were three of us going to college at the same time. And my older brother then was going away to service, so he didn't count. But the three of us were in the same class, having skipped. My brother had skipped down in elementary school and caught my sister in grade in the third grade, and we stayed together all through the elementary school and high school. So going to college was then an expense for my parents. And so all we could do was to attend there at A&T and stay at home, which turned out, too, to be fun. I studied at A&T from 1946 to 1950, majored in what was then called home economics. It's changed to something else now, but that was my major at the time.
Okay. And I know once you finished your undergraduate degree, you attended Cornell University in New York.
Yes.
What year did you arrive at Cornell, and how was the transition from the South to the North?
I arrived at Cornell immediately after finishing A&T in the fall, September of 1950. And I was very uneasy going to the North, as we called it. But the adjustment was pretty easy. There were other blacks there. And, of course, we became friends. We also became friends with the whites from the South. They sort of sought out the blacks who were there. People from Alabama and elsewhere in the Deep South sought us out. I wondered again about my A&T training. Was it good enough? And it was. I remembered, I didn't know at the time, but I found out later on that Cornell had been a seat for the abolitionist movement. So the thinking in the town was a little different than it may have been even somewhere in the South. I had some trouble accepting that, getting used to that very cold weather, but except for that, the experiences were very good.
Now, I know you furthered your education post-Michigan State.
Yes.
Can you tell me about the institutions you attended and what degrees you obtained while there?
All right, after receiving the degree from Michigan State, I had, by the time I had become interested in library science. As I mentioned, I had worked in the Fiscal Library and left to complete that degree. I came back, and I had wanted to teach in the city system. Again, nothing opened up. So because I had become interested in library science, I decided to pursue that field. At that time, George Peabody College, which later merged with Vanderbilt, offered a master's degree in library science. So I left Fisk and studied at Peabody and completed that degree in 1957. I interrupted that degree for a brief time because I then was offered a teaching position in the city schools. I decided to take that for one semester, well, actually one quarter, go back to school in the summer and complete that master's degree in library science, and that's what I did.